So in late December, early January of last year, I got the opportunity, I was invited to go down to Mexico on a mission trip. And I was ecstatic about it. And I went, I came, I helped, I served, and I had the time of my life. It was so gratifying to help other people and to be able to see just the needs of others in countries much less fortunate than in the US. And then to know that you can do something about that. And I think that's a lesson that everyone learns with any mission trip that they go on. But I really want to talk about some of the lessons that I personally learned that I think were particularly unique to my experience in Mexico. Operation Christmas Child is a group that brings shoe boxes filled with toys and gifts for children to in third world countries, in places stricken with poverty, and it could be the only Christmas gift that they are going to get. And so the group that we went was called True Path Ministries, and True Path Ministries did something very similar to Operation Christmas Child, but it was a little bit different, just in the sense that it was a homegrown version of it. It didn't have the regulations or the procedures that the massive organization like Operation Christmas Child might have. And so because of that, there were some external factors in Galiana and then the small surrounding villages that would prevent a large group from going there. But it was perfect for the small homemade version of Operation Christmas Child that was True Path Ministries. Now, the first thing I learned was a little bit about logistics and just how things can get so complicated whenever you're trying to do something at a larger scale than you're used to. So Jeanette, do you feel a little bit constrained on space?
A little, I guess.
Jeanette, we got good news. More space! Jeanette, I have really bad news.
What?
No more space.
No!
I learned some hands-on experience of what it looks like to bring a truck full of gifts to a rural mountain village in Mexico, and then to distribute those to the people, and then to share a message with them. And I got to learn how to do that, essentially, because really I had heard about it, and I'd seen videos and I'd seen pictures of people doing this from my friends going on mission trips and from people in my church doing the same thing. But really, I didn't know what it was like, and I didn't have any idea of how I could do something like that. And so going along with True Path Ministries and being able to help them, that gave me the tools and the knowledge and experience so that hopefully I hope to in the future go and do that myself. Another thing I learned were specialized skills for being down in Mexico working with children, because I only spoke a little bit of Spanish at the time. I think my Spanish greatly improved while I was down there, but I think most of what I learned was parenting Spanish, because I was dealing with younger kids at the time, and that was mostly my job, was to just keep the kids safe and keep everything going in an orderly fashion. And so I learned words like alto, espera, cuidado, caliente, and it was the parenting Spanish that I learned a lot of while I was down there. The final thing I learned was that no matter the size of your organization or how many people are participating or how many people you serve, it doesn't diminish the impact that it has on the individuals that you are serving. So taking, for example, Operation Christmas Child, just because it has a very similar procedure to what True Path Ministries is doing. Operation Christmas Child is a globally scaled organization. OCC helps people here on the North American continent to all the way on the other side of the world. But True Path Ministries is a much smaller organization, and they're focused on one city in one country and a few little towns around it. But really, to the people who True Path Ministries is serving, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter what the budget is, it doesn't matter the scale, how many volunteers, or whose big name is put on the front of it, it's still meaningful to the people who receive the gifts. And I find that very encouraging because a lot of times when you do something small, it feels insignificant, but it's not insignificant. It does make a huge difference to the person that you do serve. And so you shouldn't be discouraged by, oh, well, I'm not able to start a massive organization and I'm not going to change the entire world. But you are going to change the world for the people that you do serve. And so I find that really encouraging. And I hope that you are encouraged by that as well, and that inspires you to go on and serve others in the ways that you can.